saw this coming.
Welcome back, ladies and gents, to the ELEAGUE Major Finals. We're here at the Boost Mobile Caster Desk. I'm DDK, I'm joined by James Bardolph, and we're about to get into Map 3.
Map number 3, Inferno. This is going to be a nasty one. It's going to be disgusting, it's going to be dirty, it's going to be grimy. It's going to be like Dan's bedroom probably looks like. I can't wait to see what these teams have to offer us here on Inferno. Faze Clan on the CT side. Cloud9 will start as they mean to go on as the aggressors. Boston makes a noise in this bitch!
All right, already going to see some nades used here by Cloud9. They want to go up second mid very quickly. The spot wasn't there, I don't think, from Faze. Usually we see that from the apartment's position. But Cloud9 want to start things as they love them. Aggression, the pace set high. Looking to thrive in the high-octane action here as they start to press into Arch. But it's not going too well. Olofmeister slows it down, but only for a moment.
Rain and Guardian, they've got the crossfire, but on a pistol, it's not quite what you might find in a rifle round, maybe not as powerful. Cloud9 though, they slow the round down. Tarek still has 2 flashes. Karrigan waiting in CT spawn, leaving Nico alone. Dependable Nico. Worst case scenario on the B bomb site, should it be required. Cloud9, I hear a click of a Glock. Is that burst fire? Is that a single shot? 59 seconds for Cloud9. Here's some flies. But which carcass will they be feasting on at the end of this map? Inferno. Teams unfamiliar with each other. And here comes the push from Cloud9.
Guardian in the pit, waiting for the moment to strike. But he only gets one from that. Rain in the sight gets pinched upon by Stewie in automatic. And that's a bomb plant, a 2v2 after plant to play for. Very long and drawn out pistol rounds here. And Cloud9 are set up very well, but they're stuck in the sights for the time being as Faze make their way forwards. Looking for the first engagement. Where are these players? They seem to realize their positions. They start to press, and the pistol bullets are all over the place, but it's going to be Faze who get the defuse.
Dependable Nico, the last line of defense. Deep in B, all the way to A, and he gets that last and fatal kill. Faze Clan. Again, you always want to win that pistol on the CT. Big pressure to do that. But we've seen Force Buys 1 as well. What will Cloud9 choose to do? The bomb was planted. Last time they went for the surprise double AK buy, and they're going to do the same again. Rush and Tarek are going to have the AKs. They don't want Faze Clan having any advantages. They don't want them having any security, any confidence, any expectations that might be correct. We saw it from QB Fire, I think it was, who rushed down mid on a round such as this, not expecting the AKs, but Faze Clan will start slow. Cloud9 told them in the previous map that this might be a possibility, so they will start chill. 3 towards A, 2 towards B for Faze Clan.
I really like this approach from Cloud9. I think it really suits their style. They just really like to keep the pressure up, and it's something that you get the ability to do when you get the bomb plant. And so I really like how they slowed the round down in the pistol, they played for the plant, they secured that, and then from that point forward, even if you lose the round, you're in a good position like this. And as James said, you know, it's very hard for Faze to know exactly what's up. They don't want to risk anything, so they're playing very passively. They don't have any information at the moment. And this could be very devastating because Cloud9 are looking ready to go onto this B bomb site, and they are packing a punch with those AKs.
Any flashes for the T side, flashes for the CTs, and will delay things. The smoke as well. Nico trying to hold position, but now come the numbers, and they're both down. That's an M4 and an MP7 to be collected. Maybe some confusion from Cloud9. Stewie goes back, Stewie goes forth, Stewie loses the bomb. There's a gap, they've got time. They can focus on position for the time being. They've got a strong armory now. Automatic, still on the Deagle, but there is an M4 down on the site. Is he able to get to it?
One player stuck in Banana for the time being, just watching for a flank. It's not going to come, so on the site itself it's a 3v3. That said, Stewie actually darting back in, and 3 players with the crossfire in the pole position. They'll shut down the front of the push, but here comes the remainder out of construction, and that's going to be very, very bad look here for Faze. Olofmeister can't quite seem to move forward. He'll find a headshot, but still much more damage to be done. He's playing against the clock. He can't do it. Tarek's in there.
And we're back. Cloud9 lose the pistol, but they win the force, and there are some arguments that this is an even better round to win, and you can see the frustration. Nico's face tells a story. Faze Clan, they will feel like there is no way they should lose this match. So every round they concede in a position where they should win is going to be frustrating. He's looking to the sky, but there's no one to help Faze Clan but themselves.
So the pistols are out here for Faze. As expected, Cloud9 will anticipate this. We've seen, again, the discipline from them in these rounds previously, and that's a good start there, automatic. Oh, my God, he got the wall bang straight into the apartments. That's a rude awakening, but Nico has one in store for Tarek as well. The Deagle, very good, and that's going to feel very nice for Nico after that very frustrating round. He got a full spread, it just didn't seem to connect previously, and Stewie, ever responsible, will toss away the gun on the floor.
Yeah, a player like Nico will think, there are plenty of times where I can have a less than desirable performance, but this is not it. Cloud9 now, a man down. Well, they've lost a man. It's a 4-on-4. Anti-force buy. They've been good. They've pushed sites with good timing on the previous maps, but will they be good for this one? Olofmeister only has a CZ to offer. Just peeking for information, and he sees Stewie as Stewie looks away. I don't know if Stewie realized that, but now the rotation is coming in from Faze Clan from the B-bomb site.
Really good grenades here coming in from Cloud9. Again, just very strong on their approach. Olofmeister will shut down automatic towards quad, but the bomb site's been opened up. They actually understand exactly where the players are, but Faze can play the delay game now. It's very hard to get the plant. Olofmeister sneaking a bullet through onto Rush. Stewie doesn't know which way to look. Now just down to Skadoodle. He's trying to find his way onto a position post-plant, a position he can play with, and he's managed to somehow reset this. Faze, do you want to take this into a 2v1? But we've seen Skadoodle already do it before. Looking to do it again. Goes for the play there, makes its way forwards. There's the first player, the full hold. No defuse kit. Has to come off the bomb. Skadoodle has no idea. Now he knows, but maybe it's too late. Oh, so with the Deagle comes in. That was almost a catastrophe, but Skadoodle turns it around.
Skadoodle with the thug jitsu in the smoke. Oh boy, look at that. The slightest of smiles from the ice-cold assassin. The slightest. Oh boy, Olofmeister, 18 HP. You had to panic when Skadoodle ran out of bullets there, but just one shot, so confident. He was in the red as well, and boom. My God, that was a close one.
You can see on his face, he barely believed it.
2 HEs for Faze Clan. Where will they use them? It's a USP round for one of the best teams in the world. Rain spots some information. Will there be a delayed timing on these HE grenades now? I think they may sack a play, they may sacrifice one. Here come the grenades towards the bench position, and they charge. But Skadoodle with the 3K. Cloud9 hold, they prevail, they don't lose a single map.
A smile on Stewie's face as well. That has to feel good. Faze attempt to play in middle, and sometimes it works really well, but Cloud9, they are so ready, so prepared for this. And you have to wonder, again, the amount of study that someone like Valens has done for Cloud9 to maybe help them anticipate that that is an option for Faze on a round such as that.
Valens he's the best chat moderator of all time. That's how he was discovered. He was a chat moderator on someone's stream, and now he is top-tier analyst in Counter-Strike. And he's showing you what an analyst should be. Very grey area at the moment in CS, analysts and coaches. But here we are, back into the round, and Automatic's already towards the balcony. Here's the rotation, he punishes it immediately. A fatal mistake from Faze. Cloud9 are harvesting eyeballs and organs on the A-bomb site, leaving only Nico and Guardian. They don't want those backstreet operations. They will hide, they will cower. They will fear the charge of Cloud9.
They're going for the guns here. They really want to eliminate every possible edge that Faze could bring into the next round, and they know they have the money to do it. And they only really need to just get rid of one gun here. It will make a very big difference for Faze and their ability to make plays in the following round. They secure 2 into that next round. And Cloud9 may be willing to sack every single player in the attempt, but moving into Guardian in a very defensible position on an AWP is very hard indeed. There is a lot of utility here for Cloud9, but they can't quite seem to make it work. They're having to give up the Ghost, and Faze have earned themselves these 2 weapons, but honestly, losing a bomb site as quickly as they did, that feels very bad, very painful indeed.
Yeah, that was a fatal mistake. Such smart play from Automatic, harvesting them organs. You want to buy a kidney? 1-800 Cloud9. 4-1 at the moment. Faze Clan starting Inferno almost as they started Overpass with great difficulty. Guardian, though, he still has the AWP, but this is not Mirage. It's not so easy to be as effective when you are a sniper player. But he's still a dangerous player nonetheless, and Cloud9 need to identify where he is. With that smoke down at the bottom of Banana, this will probably be a slow round from Cloud9. Or will it? Again, Cloud9 with that no-respect style.
And that's a really cool play from them. Oh, that's a good tag through the wall there. Oh my god, you've got to be careful when you're standing in that position. Guardian rattling off the shots, but I love the timing for the flash push through the smoke because it's the perfect timing to maybe catch the CTs if they were to push with that smoke, but they weren't in this instance. And Cloud9, not messing around, they want to go straight into B.
More flashes, more blindness. Guardian pops a smoke at the front of the site, and that can really help the CT side, but he can't get anything done. Down goes Carrigan, an open B bomb site. Cloud9 having a party, and Faze Clan are the pinatas at the moment. AWP is long gone, it's lost. And Cloud9 don't necessarily even need to pick it up. They can roll 5 AKs, and should the worst happen, if they roll 5 AKs, then Faze Clan will have to pay to get that AWP onto Guardian.
You do start to wonder if FaZe are beginning to feel a little bit overwhelmed because it's not just like everything about this situation that FaZe are in. Like the way that Cloud9 are playing a very aggressive game. They're keeping the pressure on them like in the game, but the pressure's on them out of the game from every single angle as well, from the crowd, from their own expectations of themselves and their performance. This is a true test for FaZe. It's a test that perhaps only Olofmeister has truly gone through before, back when the era of Fnatic, when they were considered villains and every single crowd was against them.
Very fast start. A start with intent from Cloud9. If you look at the money on the T side, Skadoodle just over $11,000. Rush just shy of 10. FaZe Clan back on the buy once more. Guardian has shelled out for his sniper rifle, but it's Cloud9 with the tactical timeout. What can we expect from FaZe Clan? Based on the evidence we've given them, how will they try to change things? How can we play on that and stay one step ahead? These are the questions Cloud9 needs to ask right now.
And again, bringing that discussion back into what a coach and analyst can bring to a team. It's such a good moment for that coach to come in and say, all right, this is what I've seen. I have that macro view, that macro perspective of all of the pieces moving around, and I see the weakness here. We need to take a time out. We need to actually get this information across to the entire team, and that's something that he can provide for Cloud9. And same for Robin there for FaZe. So a very interesting moment. This could potentially be a turning point here for FaZe. But as you say, also for Cloud9, they could be trying to flip the expectation on its head as to how FaZe might think they should play this.
Here we go. FaZe Clan need to turn the tide. Things need to go back in their favor. They need to make this a competitive one. They all feel like it's destiny for them to win this, but they're not able to make it fate, it seems. Not yet. 1-5, and we have Nico and Carrigan moving down Banana again, secured early on in the round, but Cloud9 have lots of time to play with. And again, we've seen from Cloud9, they've shown that they're not necessarily always willing to wait for those smokes. They may charge through them if they feel like it. Guardian has to be very careful. Again, if you've got a T at the bottom of mid, he can throw a pop flash into that smoke and have the players burst through it. So Guardian has to have enough space to retreat.
And right now he does have a bait set up there with a rifle support as well. So looks like this play might be shut down because, well, they left open quad and it may have been a misread because in goes Cloud9, but Olofmeister has something to say. 3 kills! That's a great defense from him, and Guardian starts to get in on the action as well. FaZe finally have their time to overwhelm their opponent. Cloud9, they were funneled into death and destruction.
Perfect round from FaZe Clan. Nobody dead, no bomb plant. Really nice stuff. Cloud9 have smoke executes towards this position where they have a player who makes his way through the smoke while being pop flashed. I don't know if it's necessarily this one, but whatever it was, it didn't work out at all. And again, no one dead for FaZe means they've got some money, slight money in the bank. But of course, they need more rounds. Cloud9 can always look at the upside of a round such as this and say, hey, it's good they won a round. Now we can reset them, and all the coming rounds will be easier because they have no money and no loss bonus. So that's the focus Cloud9 need to have. So lots to play for both teams. Once again, FaZe Clan smoking off Banana. Nico and Carrigan, business as usual. They are happy as Larry, but you never know when Cloud9 will force their way through that smoke.
Yeah, it's something that I really love about Cloud9 and their team and their mentality. Many teams are too afraid to do it and too afraid to find good timings for it and make plays around it, and they instead just leave the smoke to dissipate. But that instead, you know, it kills a lot of time for you on your T side to just have that smoke up. And whilst the smoke is up, that's information for the CTs. And looks like Cloud9 will take the opportunity whilst the smoke is still up on Banana to burst into top mid.
Yeah, that's exactly the burst we spoke about in the previous round, and that's why Faze have to be very, very careful. More pressure, though, from Nico as the smoke disappears on Banana. We're still here. We're still here. You won't take it for free. You must invest in a take of Banana. 4 people remain on A, and that's a first frag from Guardian.
It's a very, very nice timing there from Guardian. Flashed, but still gets the kill. Now it's time to push in for Cloud9. They slowly creep their way forwards. Rain gets the information, but he wants to reposition. Play with his teammates. They set up crossfires in the bomb site. It's very hard to deal with this. Cloud9 needs some magic, and right now it's all about Karrigan spraying him down with the M4. Skadoodle and Automatic trying to find a way in still, but it's so labored. It's so arduous and difficult. Automatic tapping, and the time is just running out.
12 seconds, 11 seconds. Automatic finally going down. Skadoodle flying into the site for his life, trying to do damage, trying to plant a bomb, trying to get any other edge in that round, but he can't quite do it. 3 players survive for Faze Clan, and we start to see them with the AKs once again.
Faze did so well there, just maintaining their setup, maintaining the crossfires, forcing Cloud9 to have to check so many different angles. It was such a well-considered defense from Faze, and if they can bring more of that to the table, they can absolutely start to take over this game. But Cloud9 do have some bank to play with to get themselves back into this one, and there's a wealth of options for them to try, and I think we're going to start seeing them be much more aggressive on Banana.
Tactical timeout from Cloud9. They will feel like Faze Clan are having too much success now. They've won all of 2 rounds in a row, and that is perhaps too much for this North American team. Again, Valen said that they have a deep strat book, so time to turn the page and offer something new to Faze Clan. Faze Clan on the comeback trail, but only 2 rounds away now.
One of the things I like from the way Nico played the Banana position behind the smoke is that he was fairly forwards behind that smoke and he started shooting bullets through it. And that actually sort of postures that if you're confident enough to make that play, then maybe there's 2 players on Banana. So it's a lot of mind games going on around these smokes.
Haven't even talked about Robban yet. Standing behind Faze Clan, very important man on the team. Keeps the spirits high, keeps the team focused, and they will need him now more than ever before. Final map of the Boston E-League Major. Stewie loves to lurk towards the Banana position. You see that boosted position for one of the CTs for Nico. This is, it looks like a difficult position, but you tend to see a fair few frags from here, and it's a hard one to identify. And in terms of identifying, in Cloud9's pushes towards A, they've tried to look for Faze when they've pushed the site in a normal positions, the corner box and so on, but Faze have been playing the less obvious positions, and that's been winning them rounds, and that might make Cloud9 favor B a bit more in the short term. But even if they do push A, they still need to figure out a way to deal with that.
I like how Faze are maintaining a lot of their utility. Of course, it's not a perfect situation, but there's 50 seconds left, so considering that, it's a fairly decent spot for them to be in. They're very suspicious of that B play. Having the floating player Guardian with the AWP playing off a CT spawn and leaving the job of A to Olofmeister and Rain for the time being is you see that Cloud9 with all the map control leaving a man top mid as a lurk. That man is Automatic. The push will come into B, so it would seem that Faze are fairly well positioned to deal with this push. The Guardian's just rotated back. There may be a good window of opportunity here for Cloud9.
So Nico, the Molotov is not damaging him. He gets the first kill, running distraction now. His teammate can try and hide and pop out afterwards. There's pop flashes there as well. And Guardians back in the B bomb site, but Nico and Karrigan shutting everything down. Guardian through the smoke. Automatic was there to cut off the rotations, but he hasn't managed to do that. And it's another round in the bag for Faze Clan. 4 players surviving, no plant for Cloud9, the money starting to run low.
And that's such a sick position from Nico. We see that position from Nico all the time. There's so many highlights. There's one pistol highlight as well. From just sitting in that position, just patiently elevated up on the quad spot and just patiently tapping away. And this is something that's very incredible about players like Nico and Rain. When you watch them in these very high pressured situations where you may see other players go for the full spray, they're just so calm and considered with their shots and it works out for them. 4 rounds down for FaZe as they look to equalize against Cloud9, and they're very likely to do it. Cloud9 don't have much to work with here, just the pistols. Only 2 grenades.
What's been important for FaZe is that they haven't been losing players in the top mid position. So when Cloud9 have been charging the A site, they've just had the usual positions, and Cloud9 have not been able to deal with those positions. Now, one nice shot through the smoke, but it's a consolation at this point. The bomb now lost, and Stewie is surely about to die. So there it is, 5-5. Cloud9 with the money to buy once again for the most part. Automatic's only got 3K. So somebody will be short, but all the success is now with FaZe Clan. This is a great situation for FaZe Clan. So much success in the previous rounds. They could really get a nice CT half here.
Always feels good to get clean rounds like Cloud9 did. Can't really do much against Stewie's 1D there through the smoke, so can write that one off. But as you say, it's all set up for FaZe now to have a very good CT half, and more aggression on Banana. That's what we're going to see, which is fantastic. Ooh, Stewie caught with a nade in his hand. Guardian goes for the fast play. And Guardian always gets the frag. And so does Nico, it would appear. Tarek going down, and Rush is the only man to really do much there. Very aggressive push there from Olofmeister.
Cloud9
give an opening.
Cloud9 have to read that there was a rotation towards the B bomb site, so they feel like they have got to try and capitalize on that, but the smoke is going to shut them down. Tarek took massive gambles around that smoke towards the B bomb site. That must have been a spawn-based play, just trying to stop FaZe Clan before they could get into position, because again, once they're in position, they have been enormous problems in the recent rounds for Cloud9. Carrigan now by the pillar, delivering 2 kills, leaving Automatic alone, 1 versus 3. He has the bomb, he has a minute on the clock, and he has a potential duel with Nico alone. Seems he'll offer a fake towards the A bomb site, and no one's top mid to see. So this is going to be a crucial engagement. Is Nico close enough to hear those steps that Automatic made, though? Seems that it might be, because there's a rotation from Guardian already. Checking the angles, but Nico will be ready for it. Another round in the bag for FaZe.
And I hope for Cloud9's sake, they don't get discouraged about taking Banana, because that position is really important. You can't allow FaZe to feel like they can just defend this and take it for granted and have these positions that they're honestly lucky in that spot. The Guardian doesn't get multiple kills because of the one bullet that he shot out of the AWP. And that gets very scary now for Cloud9. The money is gone once again. We'll see a half buy, some pistols, some grenades, and some Kevlar as well. So be careful here, FaZe Clan. Must be disciplined. Once again, a push towards Banana.
Nico by the sandbag, the teammates backed off, and okay, well, there's a bomb plant in there for the Cloud9 side at the very least. I'll go down quickly. They've got rifles, they've got a lot of grenades, they've got one more smoke.
Bomb has been planted.
Automatic has got to find a headshot. Oh, Rain, though, has a massive advantage now, surely. Automatic moving back. Rain not aggressing just yet. Oh, okay. Spot flash play, and Automatic will get taken out. Stewie on 2 HP with the M4, not even the AK. The Molotov will force him away, but he's able to reposition while the smoke is still down! Not the grenade, but the M4 of Olofmeister. FaZe survived with 3 players.
Definitely a good round from Cloud9, though, considering that it was a half buy. They went for a straight rush. They got 2 kills, picked up a bomb plant to reinforce their economy and slightly keep FaZe a little bit honest as we move into the final rounds of the half. But I think that FaZe just actually have too much money, and indeed it looks that way. I think they're going to be full buying for the rest of the half no matter what. And Cloud9 still looking for that approach, and Banana still seems to be unsolved by them. I think, as a T side, that should be a position you can take with correct use of utility. So that is something that they must solve.
I think they need a 5-on-4. They need a man advantage before they're pushing into a site. FaZe Clan starting with 3 for grenade purposes, I'm sure, towards the B bomb site, where they've been comfortable with 2 for the most part. Although the 3rd player is hanging around, so maybe because of the previous play from Cloud9, lots of flashbangs, but Nico will not give this up for free. That is a perfectly placed Molotov. Stewie really wants an engagement here. He's getting tagged through the wall now, down to 21 HP. Hasn't even seen anybody. Being shooed away like a schoolboy hanging outside a store.
This is really impressive. This is really impressive by Faze. Like the way they're playing Banana right now, like Cloud9 are really trying desperately to get positioning there, but it seems like Faze have full information. Even though all the smokes are blooming, they have grenades to check everything. It's really crazy. And now that gives them full information that the push is going to be coming into way as we have Rain looking for the defense. Oh, the flashes are perfect, but Rush still makes the frag happen. Guardian's in there, in the thick of it, but he can't get away there in the open and frag. And Stewie cutting off the rotation. Somehow, some way, Cloud9 have found their way out of desperation.
Oh, have they forgotten that they haven't checked the pit position? Maybe they have. Or maybe there's just too many places for Scar to look at. Rush still on the site. They know that Skadoodle wasn't the one planting the bomb, and down goes Rush. Stewie with 21 HP. Is the bomb planted for him? He spots a player moving in from the library position, but he can't do anything about it. It's another round where Cloud9 are executing into a fully equipped Faze Clan team. No man advantage, nothing to try and abuse or exploit, and it's causing them a lot of trouble and hardship on their T side.
And it's the beautiful thing about the way Faze are playing Banana. As they have so much focus around there, and again, I think for Cloud9, it's hard to know if they have 2 or 3 players there. If they were forced to use 3 players fairly consistently, Cloud9 can make some counter plays. They can do fast rounds up middle through quad, and that would be a very good anti-strat. But Faze have been perfecting the Banana control, 2 players, and if you can't win Banana, then you can't really get picks towards A because it allows the A players to play much more defensively. So that still is a really big issue. Faze are showing a masterclass of how you play CT Inferno right now.
Now it seems to be Cloud9 with the troubled faces, experiencing a lot of failure in these recent rounds. How do they change things? Skadoodle on the AWP. The fast plays up Banana haven't worked out. You could say the first one is something that will work 1 out of 10 times. Guardian bouncing through a Molotov to get a pick and managing to escape. But then Faze Clan, they were expectant towards B. They fought around the sandbags and they held. So the fast play hasn't worked out for Cloud9. Will they continue in that ilk or will they try and change it up? Skadoodle makes his way into the pit position. Oh, Guardian, I do wonder about that Molotov. Is that to stop a fast push? Is it to obscure vision of a sniper player? It's really hard to see through flames. Either way, he will not repeat.
And this is what I was wondering if Cloud9 would approach Banana this way now. As you said, the fast plays weren't working out. The reason you want to do fast plays is because it guarantees that the CTs can't have forward positions. But as you say, Faze, they've been dominating that. So the other way to play it is to just be very slow. Wait for their initial grenades to go away, then you retake it yourself with grenades. And you might need to use a few more grenades, but eventually you can get the control of Banana. And now Faze don't have all the information. And this has been the problem for Cloud9 previously, because it gave Faze perfect rotations.
Yeah, Faze Clan still have Guardian top mid. There's a minute on the clock. They haven't lost any players. They've been very good at not dropping a man early. Again, when these executes come in, see, 45 seconds now, Guardian starts moving back to the A site. So if Cloud9 want to take a site, they're fighting against all the members of that site every single time. 38 seconds on the clock. More grenades towards the A site. Guardian waiting towards Arch. He has a flashbang, so he could flash for a teammate towards short if he needs to. 28 seconds, 27 seconds, still 5-on-5 push of the A site. Everybody here for Faze Clan who needs to be.
There's the first frag. They're forced to go in. The time is really a big issue. The spray can't be found there by Rain. Only gets 1. Olaflies are looking to defend. Traded out. Trace left, right, and center. Guardian, can he find the player in pit? This is massive. No! Skadoodle gets it done. And that's so huge. They can now go for the plant. 5 seconds to go.
Oh, wow.
Great return there from Tariq as Nico stands the last man in the 1v2 clutch.
He's got a kit that gives him extra time. 3 places he could come from, maybe even 4, but it seems to have a good read. The laser lines are being held. Tariq is waiting for it, and Tariq delivers the kill. Finally, Cloud9 break the hold of Faze Clan, and they get round number 6 on the board. The score may remain close as we move into the last round of the first half.
Oh, that is such a big round, isn't it? What a performance here from the likes of Skadoodle. Such an important kill. If he loses that, the round is just definitely over. And this is going to be a round after a long dry spell here for Cloud9, where it felt like nothing was working. And not only that, it felt like Faze had the entire map. They had perfect rotations. And it was a slower approach that worked for Cloud9. I wonder if Faze's response will be to get a bit more aggressive towards Banana. Nico does want it, but you have to be very careful. It's a very hard position to play. Oh, Stewie gets him. And there's your 5v4, James.
1 minute 30 on the clock, and Cloud9 have the man advantage. Finally, they have a strong start to a round. And maybe, just maybe, they will be able to execute their strat now. They can bleed the grenades of the opponent, disposing of the weapon. Karrigan has a second M4 at his feet in the B bomb site, which is interesting. I don't know why that's there, but anyway. 8-6. Minutes on the clock for Cloud9. They haven't pushed the CTs off of top mid yet. They need to do that regardless of if they're going to A or B.
And you really don't want to see Cloud9 overplaying their hand here, this 5v4 advantage. Time does start to wane. We see the grenades starting to fly in. You see Rush is definitely offering a bit of a fake. They're trying to suggest more players are trying to pressure in towards A than there really are. How long will Faze fall for that though? Because they oh no, a player's floating away. The B bomb site is only Olofmeister. He does the smart thing. He falls back behind smoke somehow, some way, gets himself a frag. But now it's about the slow retake here from Faze Clan.
Are they going to play against the clock, Faze Clan? Because there's 18 seconds, the bomb goes down again. It's got to be collected, but there are so many CTs running around. Someone's got to collect the bomb and plant it. It's being collected. Tarek takes one in the face. Karrigan gets punctured as well. Skadoodle must hold the line. It could be two. One to the left, one to the right. Both if the timing's right. Rain's still alive. In the red, he's dead. Round number 7 for Cloud9.
What an incredible half there from both teams. We saw Faze with utter dominance around Banana, controlling the information, having the best rotations. We saw Cloud9 in a desperate position where it felt like they couldn't do anything right. But they somehow still found picks, they somehow still found clutches, and brought themselves up to 7 rounds to win the half with. That is remarkable. And this Inferno, this map 3 of this Grand Finals is completely wide open.
Wow. Everybody can take a breather for a second before we get into what might be the last half of this major, unless we go into overtime. Everybody needs to reset. Faze Clan now will be starting on the T side. Karrigan and Guardian with the grenades. Cloud9, Skadoodle, is this the run? Or is it Faze Clan's time? There are so many stories on both teams. It's very easy to focus on the North Americans because of where we are, but Faze Clan also such a storied team at this point. Rain, the only remaining person from the original lineup. Both these teams want this and need this so bad, but it starts with the second pistol.
See a lot of activity up towards Banana, and so does Cloud9. They see the push coming. The rotation starts to make its way over. So Faze needs to operate before the full push is in. Good initial grenade there, chipping away at these aggressive Faze players as they move into the bomb site. Tarek not checked for. Oh, he gets 2! That's outrageous stuff there from Tarek. He falls back, but Faze get the return kills. They have the site.
Smoke down towards construction, and the bomb will get planted. Heat and Posse set up for Faze Clan at the back, and they've got Karrigan in the pool. How do Cloud9 deal with this? They've got Skadoodle with a smoke grenade, so they can try to perhaps smoke off Banana or try to isolate one of these plays. He's carrying a kid as well, which gives him a few extra seconds. He doesn't really have an angle to smoke off Banana, so he'll go for the bomb instead. Can he get there as well? If he gets on it, then he's probably going to get this defused. He's the last man, but no, Faze Clan, all the guns trained in the right directions. Desperation play doesn't work out, and Faze Clan take the pistol.
You've got to respect that, though. I love the attempt from Skadoodle to go for it. And it's be interesting to see whether or not they'll go for the full force buy here. Some teams prefer to leave money in the bank. This is a map where you can get a lot of value out of the force buys on the CT side. So
that's both pistol rounds won by Faze Clan. That puts them in a really strong position. And again, if Cloud9 are going to do this, it is going to be the hard way.
And they've gone for the full force. Tarek looking for that scout headshot. Can't get it, even a tag, which is unfortunate for Tarek. We saw that he single-handedly on Mirage dismantled Faze in the buy round with that scout. Can he do it again? Great flash! Oh, the defense from Nico though, but that's a good effort. 1 for 1, Cloud9 will be loving that.
So winning one more player, so you got some information out of that as well. And again, Inferno is the map when you're on a force buy round, when you're on an eco round, to try and get some money on some smoke grenades and really slow down the opponent. We're not seeing that in this particular round at this point. There are no smokes left. Tarek with a flashbang Again, Cloud9 ever so dangerous on rounds such as this. They thrive in these situations. Tarik gets a tag, but he can't escape the situation. Automatic going for some spam, not landing the shot. He needs to stay alive and try to hold on to this map control. Oh, how is he doing this? Tags karrigan twice, and he's still got 2 more teammates to rotate in.
All the damage being really annoying. What a nuisance Automatic is at the moment. Looking for the wallbang damage as well to try to follow up somehow. And again, Cloud9, they can try to actually save these guns. That is a very good play. And they're going to do that. I mean, they'd be moving into too much disadvantage, moving through the choke points into Faze, who are well and truly set up with more players as well, more firepower. And Cloud9 will have another chance in the next round to do more damage to the economy of Faze, and also just maybe even straight up have a chance to win the round. We've seen how effective these pistols can be, especially in the hands of these players. There it is, Faze looking to survive before. Again, very important with the prospect of those pistols into the next round. Skadoodle actually picks up the scout. That can go back to Tarik. This next round is dangerous.
Do it. Tarik is probably the best man for the job with the scout in a round such as this. He has proven it. Once or twice. Right then, let's see what Cloud9 can do. Before they get onto the bye, good to see that Skadoodle is the top fragger for them at the moment. Hopefully he'll have a good half. Faze Clan now, they need to minimize the losses in this round. They've got karrigan and Rain to try and build some cash. They are the cash machine players, if you will, the ATMs in this round. And they can be more aggressive. If you lose a MAC-10 and your whole team has helmets, it's not the worst thing in the world. Triple short stack, and it will be 3 kills with those SMGs. Where the money at?
Do they suspect Stewie, though? He's in a very funky position. Oh, the open plant. It's going to be a free kill. Stewie doing some damage right there. And that's going to be some small consolation. Tarik still has the scout. And honestly, he's got no Kevlar, so he might feel like he should just go for this. He's going to have a bye next round. He won't be able to afford an AWP, but, well, looks like he will be holding position for the time being. Perhaps looking for an overextension of one of these Faze players. If that is to be the case, maybe there's an opportunity for him to steal away a gun, but it doesn't look like Faze is really very much interested in this. They know there's no real value in killing him.
With the SMGs in play as well, you may want to avoid those and not give extra money to Faze Clan unnecessarily. Try to use the range as best he can, and perhaps Rain will give him an option as he's about to peek in. Not landing it this time, but funnily enough, because Tarik has no Kevlar, Rain has a very good chance of taking him out. And there he is, some bonus money made by Rain, lots of SMG kills, and that means more pressure to come from Faze Clan, who are 5 rounds away from winning this major.
Wow, that is actually an insane reality that we're about to... I mean, this is something, as we described before, this is the one accolade, this is the one achievement, the one milestone that 4 of the players on the Faze team have, the organization itself within CS, one of the newer organizations that doesn't have as well. This is a trophy that they're destined to lift, and they're so close to it. But we've seen the resilience from Cloud9, we've seen them find that inner strength, and they've got a very poor situation on the utility, but they do have rifles at least, but they are lacking the AWP. This will be a very hard round for Cloud9, there's no doubt about that.
Now we wonder if Cloud9 can avoid getting picked off early as Faze did in many of those rounds Faze Clan won. They made it really hard for Cloud9 to have any success in the late round. Faze Clan quickly taking Banana. karrigan still with the MAC-10. He knows that there are likely to be a lack of helmets. So that MAC-10 will be like a Gatling gun versus these players. Skadoodle and Tarik, the only guys with helmets. Tarik making his way towards B as well. Got to be careful now. Lochmeister taking damage. There's a flashbang there. You see the strafe from Tarik, but he can't get the pick.
A rotation in from Faze. And again, now most utility has been burned from Cloud9. They've got a little bit left here as they look to go for the rotation. This is very scary right now. 50 seconds. This is a great timing for a push from Faze. They've got karrigan in there with the MAC-10 creating space, tapping away with it, finds the finish onto Rush, who gets one. Now Skadoodle back at work, and that is a beautiful kill. The bomb's down. They have the man advantage. The snaps are really good from Skadoodle, but the work is not done just yet. Nico's alive, and he has 6 health. How is he alive still? I don't know how he's dodging these bullets. But can he secure the plant? Looks like he can. But his life is forfeit.
Skadoodle with 2 very important kills in that round. If he doesn't get those, there's probably a very strong post-plant position. Saving his teammate Tarek, and then look at this snap on the balcony. Marvelous stuff from Skadoodle. There are some familiar faces in the crowd. 11-8, Faze Clan again. They made a lot of money with those SMGs, and they'll have a really good buy coming back into this one. So if Cloud9 want to continue the comeback trail, they must prevail. They must survive in the numbers as well.
It's a really impressive round when, again, just highlighting the lack of a sniper and utility in the previous round. That really is going to keep them alive for quite some time. You can see they're fully kitted out at this point. Stewie and Rush on AK-47s and automatic. Really, really nice to have on the CT side. The 1 bullet potential is really useful in these aim battles as these Faze players start to swing out into position to try to fight for forward map control. Guardian taking some damage earlier on as well. Faze Clan just working out the default, taking control of apartments and Banana. They have pretty much everything now, more or less. And Cloud9 are going to rely on their passive setups. They have saved a lot of utility into the 1-minute mark.
Faze Clan, the possession of Banana reasonably early. You wonder if Cloud9 are comfortable with that. Cloud9, such passive positions. They don't have info. It is purely guesswork. But maybe they can read something based on the grenades and such from Faze Clan. However, whatever they're reading for the time being appears to be wrong. 3 players towards B for Cloud9. And the Faze have Arch. And they've got a player deep in the balcony position as well. Tarek looking for some shenanigans. There's a flashbang. He's good for 2! Skadoodle taken down towards Speedway in the meantime. And Rush trying to hold down a pit, but he can't do it. Tarek is going to go through the smoke. He is trying to stop the post-plant positions, but Guardian will puncture his chest.
Retake effort here from Cloud9. It's going to be a tough one. So much to work against. Guardian in position with an AWP. That in of itself is scary enough, but Karrigan and Olofmeister, despite being low, are still alive, and it's very difficult for Cloud9 to know just how strong they are. Not sure if that nade's going to fall. Oh, it's going to find Olofmeister. Bounces off the ceiling, off the skybox, straight into Olofmeister's face. And with that kill, Cloud9 know there's a chance. The flashbang's good, but it's going to be Karrigan to get the kill here. All down to automatic, tapping against the players. He knows they're both in pit. The time is against him. The fake flash is not going to work out. Goes for the taps. They know they've done it. They know he can't win against the time. Guardian will survive, perhaps. Will he die from the plot? But the detonation doesn't matter because Faze win the round.
Another round in the bag for Faze Clan. Such a great play from Tarek, but what happened afterwards? Rush was on his own in a pit position, facing at least 3 players. Too much to ask on this occasion. What a grenade, though. But again, it's a small highlight in a desperate round as far as Cloud9 are concerned. You see Faze Clan in the house as well. 4 rounds away, 4-round lead for Faze Clan. Cloud9 on the buy once again, but it's far from ideal. Skadoodle not on a sniper rifle, he's on a Mag 7.
That's not a very fun prospect, I've got to say. Bringing out the Mag 7, definitely a sign of desperation. You're absolutely right. So what is Skadoodle going to offer up with that? We'll have to wait and see. They're going to play passively in this position. Again, you don't really want to have Skadoodle have to play alone without a crossfire in the sights. So he kind of commits his teammates to play passively with him. He can't really take information peaks either with that Mag 7. It's very much for the close range purpose. Faze with the top mid smoke will start to take control towards Banana. And again, Cloud9 passive there as well. They don't have top Banana control. Faze can decide to just explode in here. Either option's good. They have all the utility, and we know they have the executions.
2 Cloud9 players. Stewie got lucky to get away with that one. Grenades being deployed by both teams again. The smoke on the side to create space, the flashbang. Oh my god, Stewie 2K! Good for the 2K, but automatic can't get anything else done. Karrigan, 20 HP, desperately jumping into the pool. There's a gap in the smoke though. He's got to be really careful. Tarek with some panic spray, even shooting the wall. That wasn't good. 3-on-3, the bomb isn't down just yet, and Skadoodle may go for hero play. He might get some sound cues, but the smoke's gone. He's completely exposed. Nobody there to see. This is insane. Everybody here for both teams. How does the bomb go down? Faze Clan are running out of time. There are smokes for Cloud9. Skadoodle's thrown a forward one. 19 seconds for that bomb to go down. Do they commit? Warning shots from Skadoodle. Can't quite land the shot. Tarek taken out. 2 versus 3. Cloud9 are so ill-equipped for this. Bad positions. They've got a Molotov onto Rush. They're against 3 AKs. Surely they can't do this, but they can't escape either. They are stuck in construction.
Oh, it's such an awkward position, isn't it? I mean, Skadul, that Mag 7, maybe in another world, with another gun, he makes a forward play around the smoke that he dropped, but it's just so awkward. All they can do right now is try to just survive. They've got the Kevlar. Cloud9, they really need every bit of money they can get and every bit of utility to bring into the next round. Rush is carrying an incendiary there. And Faze Clan moving to 13 rounds. They are looking really good for it right now. Cloud9 are having a very hard time. They're up against a wall. Their economy is not in a good place. Stewie did his best, but it wasn't enough this time. How much do they have left in the tank?
Again, such a good start to the round with the 2K, but he can't do anything else. Funnily enough, he would have got a 3rd kill through the smoke, but the player popped out for Faze Clan at just the right time. And this is such a fantastic situation for Faze Clan because Cloud9, their loss bonus was reset. Their money sucks, and they are investing again. They're going for the force buy again. 13-8, Faze Clan could not be, they could barely be in a stronger position than they're in right now to win this major.
One thing Cloud9 has shown us is they don't have fear, and they've got a lot of cool pop flash plays. We saw it before against these players on Banana from Faze, suffering against the pop flashes, the peaks with the CZs. No play made just yet. Faze Clan on a high alert here. They suspect these plays, but they're going to make some of their own as they start to push in. Stewie shuts down 1, Stewie shuts down 2, and now there's a chance here for Cloud9 in a round where they're so under-equipped.
Paragon trying to capitalize on it, maybe a rotation towards B, but there is none. And the bomb is at the very bottom of mid, and now automatic to the bottom of Banana. So I think it's Rain who's trapped almost in T-spawn with the bomb. 2 versus 5. What a response from Cloud9. Such a terrible buy, a disastrous buy for them. And they haven't lost a single man until now. And what an upgrade for Tarek, the AWP. And now it's Rain on his own. Automatic at the bottom of mid now. They know where Faze Clan aren't, and they know where they could be. So Rain is surrounded. 3 people around the A site. Tarek in the site itself, holding an angle right here, right there. Goodbye, Rain. Cloud9, they're not far away. They need a lot more rounds like that, though.
Yeah, it's so good to see for Cloud9's sake that Stewie came alive there, hitting his shots with the AK. Such a huge moment for them, winning the fight at Banana, forcing Faze to go aggressive elsewhere on the map. Otherwise, they get flanked. This is so huge from Stewie. The 2K, holding it for automatic. His support not even required, it seems. Stewie's feeling it. There's a good chance for Cloud9 to get the equalizer.
I think we will see a round reset because it seems Olofmeister did an auto buy. He's bought an MP7 and armor, which is almost never a deliberate decision. Faze Clan's money is really weird here. Some people can buy it, some people can't. And they have a 4-round advantage to play with. So there are questions to be asked. But first, I'm sure, will come a restore of the round. There it is. You see it on your screen. Olofmeister at 2,800. So please, just unbind the auto buy. And there is, I believe, Rain's girlfriend on the right and Guardian's wife on the left. Oh, come on, guys.
Wow. Come on, guys.
You guys are savages. They're innocent people, damn it.
Well, there's loads of options here for Faze. That is for sure. They have a spot where they can actually... Ooh, we're going to see an interesting choice, in fact. We're going to see the AKs coming out. I actually suspected that they would go for maybe just a half buy some pistols and some utility, try to get a bomb down, try to get some frags, but they're actually going in with this. As you said, the money is so weird. We've got 2 AKs, a Galil, a UMP and an MP7. So the MP7's back after all. And a handful of utility. A fast round perhaps as they start to make their way up second mid. And Cloud9 don't have any forward players to spot this just yet. This could be very surprising.
Focus from Faze Clan is Cloud9's economy. Skadoodle unable to escape, standing there with a CZ and he can't draw it fast enough. What is going on in this round? They're losing the A site. They're getting absolutely annihilated by Faze Clan. Reminding Cloud9, do you know who we are?
And look at Cloud9's money. They don't have any money. This could not happen. This is the worst possible time for it to happen. The 2 AKs here from Cloud9 that at least trying to make a play with automatic, but you can see that Stewie's very, very defensive. He wants to hold on to that. They know how desperate the situation is, and it's actually kind of important for automatic to find his way into a kill. And there it is. Now the kill is going to be very important to allow him to fall all the way back. And now Faze, if they want to try to take him down, they have to be suspicious of every single angle. So the aggression there shown by automatic allows him to play passively and give additional chances for him and Stewie to stay alive with these guns, and they are so crucial for the chances of Cloud9. We saw what they did with 1 AK.
This might be a major winning round from FaZe Clan. The implications of this are absolutely insane. 2 rounds away. Reset Cloud9 again. This has to be the round of their lives, quite literally. Otherwise, we're looking at match point FaZe Clan. Here we go. They're going to force around it. They managed to get another. This is actually fairly reasonable from Cloud9. Mag 7 onto Tariq again, though. So let's see. Can FaZe Clan be stopped on their march towards the trophy?
And we saw Cloud9 win around with less, so the AKs are going to be a very big boon to their defensive capabilities, but it's a fast round from FaZe. They're looking to crush these forward positions. There is no stopping their pace, but maybe there is. Skadoodle able to get Carrigan, and that's the effort on Arch slowed here. Cloud9 bring in a 4th man. FaZe have to reconsider. They have a lot of time. They don't have to commit.
FaZe put the brakes on, and that's really important that they still have the focus to do that, because that could have easily collapsed around them really badly. Tariq begging someone to peek from the balcony position, and now 2 players have been spotted towards the arch area, but Automatic is hunting. Nico getting tagged, a flying Mag 7. Are you serious, Tariq? It's 5 versus 1, they haven't lost a single player. How on earth are they doing this, Cloud9?
Again, against all the odds, back against the wall, they somehow find something very special indeed. Cloud9 reached 10 rounds, 4 away from FaZe, and 6 away from a major title.
This is going down to the wire when you're almost against match point and you have to have a flying Mag 7 to get a kill. Desperate times. Cloud9 hanging from the edge of the mountain by their fingernails. FaZe Clan close to scaling it. But for now, they're on pistols. They won't repeat the same round they just had. They will save one. Deagles are out, CZs are out. This is still a very dangerous round for Cloud9. They cannot rest at any point in this match.
Ooh, there's a good start from Skadoodle. The challenge is taken by Olofmeister, but it's going to fall. Now more challenges to be taken around Banana here. Testing the Cloud9 defense, but that has proved to be fatal. And there again, you can't test Skadoodle. A 2nd kill. And FaZe are running out of players in this round to try to pick off Cloud9, and it's a very hard spot. They have only a single flashbang. How do you make that work? Where would you throw the flash, James?
Everywhere. Skadoodle still leading in the frags for his team. Great time to lead by example, Monsieur Skadoodle. But will it be enough? Cloud9, such a difficult series for them altogether. Still the underdogs, 4 rounds away. FaZe Clan trying to do damage. Any kill here for FaZe Clan is huge because Cloud9 don't stop the catch really. Stewie 2K waiting, baiting and eliminating. 11 rounds for Cloud9, 3 rounds away from tying the score.
And FaZe, they don't have much money to fall back on. This is starting to get kind of desperate, and we've seen both teams just swing in momentum consistently, and now that they're starting to run out of money and chances, that's when the pressure starts to mount. That's when the nerves could start to creep in, the doubt could start to be there, but they've proven themselves up until this point. They just have to get it over the line, and here's the big buy from FaZe. If they lose this one, we can expect Cloud9 to get up to 13 and be close to equalizing. Cloud9 playing an incredibly crucial round from that perspective. And FaZe will start with some passive take of the banana position, but Cloud9 showing they aren't going to give it away for free.
Yeah, Cloud9 seemed content with giving them banana early. And now this here gets scary for FaZe Clan. Now the investment comes in. Olofmeister being forced away, but he will re-smoke, which also benefits the CTs. But we see some spray from Stewie. We will, but he will back off, not overextending. Olofmeister saying we're still here as well. But again, it's a T-smoke down on banana at the moment, which means banana is closed off for even longer than it otherwise might have been.
The players around apartment have sort of slowed themselves. They've taken apartments, FaZe Clan that is. But they sort of are holding their horses for the time being. A very passive approach from FaZe. They really want to get top banana first before they start to burst into top mid. Bomb still down for Faze. And look at this, a late retake here from Cloud9. The flashes are in. Stewie goes in front. NiKo gets 2, and that is huge. Now Cloud9 are up against it. Faze sees the opportunity, but Tarik, the only man, the last line of defense on the B side to be stopped by Olofmeister and his AK. This is not a good look for Cloud9.
There was no rotation from Cloud9 on the A site. When Tarik went down, they started moving, but that's such an interesting situation. Banana, we'll come to that in a second. Skadoodle picks off Carrigan. Are they going to push towards the B bomb site? Cloud9, the bomb isn't down just yet, and that might spur them on. And yes, they are headed now in that direction. So we'll look at the beginning of that round a bit later on, but what can they do? They've got 4 flashes, a Molotov, and a HE grenade. The run boost as well. Oh god, it's so desperate. They both have kits. Can they get the grenade down? Will Guardian jump the gun and peek them in advance? Here comes the molly. Skadoodle flashed off though, and Guardian tries to escape. He makes it towards the oranges and the HE grenade. But this is only one player, and he's still alive. 3 HP. Cloud9 are at the point of no return. The bomb is far too thick. They cannot win this. They've got to run away. They have to run away. They've got all the kills, but they won't win the round. It's match point Faze. Going back to Banana then. Stewie was holding a smoke grenade. I think he might have been a bit greedy. He was holding a smoke grenade for the longest time, especially with the T smoke earlier on. There's 45 seconds left. He could have deployed the smoke grenade, and it would have been really hard for Faze to get anything done, but he held on to it. The flash came in. He tried to run past his teammate. He ran into his fire. He took damage from both directions. What a disaster. Match point Faze. They are on the cusp of winning this major.
And you said Cloud9, if they wanted to do it, they'd have to do it the hard way. And there's no harder way than trying to play against Faze on match point. They are looking to try to close this down with a very fast fashion here, moving up Banana with speed. And there is no way Cloud9 can hold on to it. They have to fall back into the site. Faze have exerted a great deal of pressure very early onto the round, and they've got so much time to play with as well. And Cloud9, they do have 2 ops. They have maximum utility, but they are forced to play with no information.
Cloud9 have a lot of grenades right now. They've got a lot of smokes and everything else, and they need to use them wisely. Molotov goes down before the smoke in top mid, and the smoke will go down afterwards. 1 minute on the clock. Again, Stewie towards B, still has a smoke in the hole. Automatic still has a smoke in the hole, but they've got passive positions. They don't know what the situation is on Banana. But now we're at the sub 1 minute mark. We need to get those smokes going. Olofmeister maybe offering a fake towards the B bomb site. Meanwhile, the push comes in towards A. Skadoodle in the smoke. Skadoodle taken down. Tarik's got to go huge here. He's got a crossfire with Rush. We've got Guardian in a short position, and he's exposed, but he goes down. Rush still alive. 4 versus 3. Spotting 1 player, maybe 2 towards the other position. Now Olofmeister's on short, but it's a flash, and he's taken down. Tarik is not done with this major yet.
Here it is. Tarik! They stay alive for 1 more round. Cloud9, they were forced off in all positions, except the very final one that counts the bomb sites, where Tarik held on valiantly. And it was amazing to see the desperation drop of the smoke, spinning around to find the spray kill on the opponent at distance. That really shows you the composure and the class of a player like Tarik and what he adds to the team. Timeout here from Faze, and they definitely need it. Cloud9 are dangerous no matter the situation.
Faze clan, it's their turn for economical disaster. $1,500 on most of the players. What do Faze do? Do they force buy in this? It seems like they might. Lots of discussion on the team as to what they should do. Investment being made, not leaving much in the bank. It's going to be a close one. It's going to be a close one. Faze are playing to win the major in this round with these pistols, with these flashbangs, with these smoke grenades.
It's a very tough ask, but we've seen how explosive they can be, and sometimes the timing is just very overwhelming. And Cloud9 will be resting on, again, a huge amount of utility to use, and that utility will be so key in slowing down the pushes of Faze. Faze don't have much in the way of smoke grenades to nullify the incendiaries. They don't have much in the way of flashbangs to counter-flash the CT opposition. So it generally is very, very difficult for them to get onto a bomb site. And that is why Cloud9 are holding very passively. They don't need the information. They have the utility and weapon advantage. Faze look like they want the final destination of this round to be B.
Problem here for Cloud9 is, if they're facing 5 Faze players, if they drop both of these weapons, there's a very high chance that Faze Clan win this round and the map and the major. They start to move in. Stewie spots some players. How long will he stand here though? He's tagging a player. Automatics in the smoke. He won't know what's going on. He goes through the full position. He's spreading the glory of the gun. But it's a 3 versus 2, and this is what I'm talking about. The bomb's not down just yet, but Karrigan has an AWP, and Guardian has an AK-47. And they've got smokes to slow down Cloud9. Importantly now, Guardian has the AWP. Cloud9, 2 players towards CT. They've got flashes of their own. They need to keep these players blind. They've got a smoke. They can close the distance, but Guardian has a sniper rifle, and they're playing for the major.
This is one of the strongest ways to play a post-plant. A sniper rifle indeed. Guardian, he whiffs the first shot. They start to march forwards. FaZe know this is their chance. They could steal it away from Cloud9. The flick shot missed Guardian in the most pivotal moment. It has to be Karrigan. It has to be the leader. But it's rushed all the way. And Cloud9 again they stay alive.
Skadoodle still leading the charge. Top fragger on the server. Everybody turning up on Inferno. Guardian made it really hard. FaZe Clan made it really hard. Playing to win the major in that round. They planted the bomb, and that will make a significant difference in the round to come. Holy hell, Dan. How far are we going with this match?
I have no idea, but this is definitely an epic tale between these two teams. Again, we can't understate how much improvement Cloud9 has made. I think Jason called them, they've grown up, and we're really seeing that.
You better keep those voices up, because pistols are being purchased. The CZs, the P250s, the smoke grenades. FaZe Clan will try to thrive on the bedlam in the anarchy of this round. FaZe Clan need a bomb plant once again. Let's get that max buy-in. Cloud9 double snipers. Skadoodle, I was going to say, may feel confident to go for a peek down mid, but you never know if double nades are coming, or even more. FaZe Clan closing the distance again. FaZe Clan moving through the apartments, all the close quarters areas. Will there be a smoke on the balcony? Will there be flashes? Will they make their way into the pit?
The utility is certainly scary here from FaZe Clan. They can definitely get a lot out of this. It's a round where Cloud9 are playing a slightly more forward setup than the previous one, which looked very scary indeed. And this time they have Stewie with the AWP holding an angle. Not expecting to be bested on that angle. He has an AWP and he knows that it's not a possibility for them to have a rifle or an AWP. He must connect the shot though, and he must stay alive. It's so critical that Stewie does not die, and he goes for the flick, gets the info, and he falls back. He's still alive, and FaZe have not pushed the position just yet.
You see, the teammate had the flash. As soon as he fires the shot, the flash comes in. But again, if FaZe charge that site and pick up weapons, we saw how hairy it was last time, and they still have Kevlar. And it seems they're going to do it. I don't know. I think they're trying to draw a third player over towards the B bomb site, so maybe make a push towards A. And Cloud9, again, they don't really have the info. Skadoodle was top mid, keeping an eye on things, but he's been moved from his position. He doesn't want to go back. He's too afraid to do it. So it seems it will be 4 versus 2 on the B bomb site. Olofmeister trying to keep around the smoke, but look, the rotation's being pulled. Automatic coming off his position. The smoke, the flashes, Automatic's blind. Stewie needs to land some shots, and he is. 2 kills for him. Don't take out your teammate. He's got to stay alive now. 10 seconds for this bomb to go down. He must stay alive. Stewie is going absolutely crazy on the B bomb site. There's no time to plant the bomb. It's too late. The money's not there. One more round.
What a performance from Stewie, holding his nerve for so long. As you said, James, he had to hit those shots. They were must-hit shots, and Stewie did not break. He did not fold in this position. He stayed true to his aim. And that's why he's on this team. The momentum is with Cloud9. FaZe, their lead has been eroded. Round by round, it's been grinded away by the likes of Cloud9. And a moment of respite for both teams as they take a breather here and recompose for the final round of regulation. After this round, we're either going to overtime or we're crowning a new major champion. We're handing away a trophy. in this next round, potentially.
This is what majors are about. Listen to this crowd! You see the issue with no bomb plant. Guardian has no helmet. Karrigan's on a UMP. This is what they're fighting for the major with. However, it is Faze Clan. It doesn't matter what they have. It doesn't matter if they've got Kevlar or if they're naked. If they've got rifles or if they've got pistols. They are always capable of taking a round down.
Absolutely, and they're taking a slow approach here on Banana. They're respecting Cloud9 and any aggressive plays that they may offer up early into the round, and instead waiting out the grenades. And as you mentioned, they don't have maximum utility, so they kind of have to take this approach. Stewie with a quick flick shot through the wall won't land anything, but he will feel the presence towards Banana, and Faze are playing it slow. They're running a default in this round. Quick Molotov to, if Stewie was on the angle, force him away. They're going to go in with this, looking to maybe make a peek here, force Stewie back again, perhaps. And Stewie not to be tested just yet.
Cloud9 don't move a muscle. So much presence shown by Faze Clan, but they're staying steadfast on the A site. They're playing passively. They're playing for the stronghold on A. Here come the grenades. Faze Clan trying to force the CTs back on A, but they're already back. They're pretty chilled out, and they are not taking any bait at the moment. 38 seconds, and look at the grenades. There are so many nades here for Cloud9, so many counter flashes. They can really slow this push, but they've got to be careful. The balcony might be a problem, but they've got Rush in the graveyard position. 28 seconds now, and Olofmeister might try to pull rotation. He's the only man on Banana. Rush with an off angle, looking towards the Apps position. The Molotov comes in, but so does the rotation. Olofmeister, though, has been taken out towards the B bomb site, but automatic's going towards A. Nothing else is going on. He's got to go back. Stewie's on his own, but look at the time. Look at the time. There's 7 seconds to plant a bomb. They're trying to build pyramids, but there's no more play. Stewie's won the round. We're going to overtime.
Cloud9 have done it! How have they done that? They came back all the way! All the way! How fitting it is Stewie to save them. The only man that could. The only man in position. Never wavering, never faulting. They give themselves another chance, and you have to wonder where are Faze's heads at after that one.
There's the man, Cloud9 Jack, the leader of this Cloud9 army. Overtime, 3 rounds a half, $10,000 per person. You make a mistake on the CT side, you will be very quickly broke. They've come this far, but how far can either of these teams go? They've never felt pressure like this before.
This is just insane, these two teams never giving up. But Cloud9 get to stay on that CT side, they get to keep the momentum that they've generated. Stewie is a confidence player, and he must be feeling an incredible amount of confidence after the many rounds in which he's delivered performances with the AWP from B. As he peers over the wall, can't see anything just yet. I'm sure that they ran this, set up this boost too many times previously. You can see that Faze has some Molotovs for it, but they are leaving things very quiet here towards B. A slow round from Faze.
A key point in this round for Cloud9 is Skadoodle being in the arch position. If they force him away with 1:15 on the clock, as you see, he's just been shooed away. Now Cloud9 don't know what's going on. Once again, like in the last round, you see Automatic rotating towards that speedway position. Stewie's on his own, but this time there aren't 20 seconds left on the clock. There's a lot less. Olofmeister tagged through the wall. Faze Clan don't know what's around this corner. Again, they've only just established control of the top of Banana. They don't know if there's 1 player there. They don't know if there's 2 or 3 players there. In the meantime, Rain trying to pull players towards the A site.
And look at, again, what a good job Stewie is doing. He got the information, he fell back, he made it. He basically created a spot where there was no timing for Faze, and they were looking for a timing to burst onto the site. But with the spot, with the smoke down, the incendiaries that he planted, you can see why he gets put on the B-bomb site by himself to anchor it. Now it's a question of Faze making a desperation play into the site. They set up the set piece, but Automatic, he's found his way through the smoke. He's absolutely murdering them.
But now it's down to Stewie again, and Stewie is an assassin on the B-bomb site. Still more to do though, but he's got teammates to help him out. Nico, desperation, gets the frags, but does he have the time? Just barely. And they know he's got to go for it, and Tarek closes it down.
That is pressure. He had to plant the bomb. However, well, he really should have planted the bomb, but if he goes for damage, if he takes one more player down, it does make it harder for the CTs in the rounds to come. Absolutely ridiculous scenes on Inferno. Stewie is AWPing out of his mind.
You really love to see it when Stewie goes ham with the AWP, and some aggressive HEs there from Cloud9, but the Faze Rain finds a fast timing straight through the smoke. Stewie, they really want to test him, but he reads the situation correctly. He keeps himself safe, and that's very crucial. He's been playing this position very, very well so far. And Faze, once again, due to this, are just essentially stuck in the mud. They're forced to take more map control and to play a slower round.
Four FaZe Clan players in the banana position now, and it's Carrigan who's top mid. But which way do they go? Again, FaZe Clan trying to sell so many fakes, so many phonies, dodgy handbags. But Cloud9 are not buying, and they creep. FaZe Clan have cut the noise at the minute mark. They slowly move towards their bomb site of choice. And again, Cloud9 are content to wait, just as FaZe Clan did in the first half of Inferno. They will wait. They will force them to fight against a strong CT side.
There's the odd smoke. Skadoodle's in position though. He's got teammates to play off of. In fact, maybe Tarek is going to go for a pot flag. Plays very close. Skadoodle looking to go for the peak. Hits the first shot. Rush covering from pit as well. Doing a great job as they fall further back into the site. Cloud9's defense is looking very strong indeed. Rush back at it again from the pit position. And it doesn't seem like there's a way to stop Cloud9 now.
The CTs are everywhere. Nowhere safe for Olofmeister. Hiding in the corner. 2 for 2. First team to 19 rounds will win this major. And it's FaZe Clan. Look what they're left with in the last round of the first half. They are in trouble.
And it's a very hard situation to call as well, because much like Cloud9, they're not finding success towards Banana. They're feeling like they have to go into A. And Cloud9 always are ready for it. They have that information. They're controlling the flow of players. And then they're knocking them down. Looking to test Skadoodle, but he catches one out the air. Nico down. And that forces, once again, Cloud9, rather FaZe to be slowed. And this is perfect for Cloud9 to get more time. They rotate. And Skadoodle wants more where that came from, but he'll be denied for a moment.
Refusing to concede his position. FaZe Clan had to use so many grenades, but look at this. Oh, Tarek, there's someone behind him, but Rain has no idea either, and Tarek's going to see that no one's top mid, so even though Rain is behind him, oh, okay, now the information's there, but they know it's going to be a B play, surely, because of Tarek's position, and they will still deliver on the B bomb site. Stewie taking one down, 1 for 1, but Skadoodle is here, all the way from the A site, but he can't get the last frag. Olofmeister, 1 versus 2.
A must-win round for FaZe. They cannot possibly go into the next half without a single win on the board. Olofmeister now turning the corner, he might find a timing, but no, it's in fact an anti-timing as he has no idea which way to look. Olofmeister still gets the kill on Rush. I don't know how he's done this. Another challenge, that's all he has to win out, but he can't. It's Tarek. Tarek all the way. 3 rounds in a row.
Match point Cloud9. Not 1, not 2, but 3. 3 chances to take that trophy. 3 chances for a North American major, for a North American team. The best Cloud9 team we have ever seen versus one of the best teams we have ever seen in this game.
And the sheer growth of Cloud9 over the months has just something that's incredibly remarkable to bring them to this point. And they are being tested in so many ways. And my God, are they living up to these tests? But it's still not over. Faze Clan, ever dangerous. As you said, James, it's not done until it's done. Cloud9 looking for the grenades up banana. Skadoodle covering middle. Faze Clan, they have to know now. If they put a foot wrong, it's over.
Let's not forget, Faze Clan were really solid on their CT side, but that's what I'm talking about. Cloud9 will force their way through the flashbangs, NA style, Pug style, but is it enough? They're all going past Nico, but how many frags can he really get? That's the information, that's the bomb! He's got the bomb! Olofmeister rotating down mid now, he's got to be fast. He has to be fast, but Cloud9, they've smoked off Nico. What a desperate situation. He's standing on the bomb, and Cloud9, they have to hold the bomb site, and they have to get the bomb. They've got to spread the forces. Olofmeister spraying, but what can he get done? One kill for him, the grenades coming in as well, and there are two Faze Clan players around the B bomb site.
It's a very weird situation to try to make the mid-round calls, and it comes down to the duels, and Rain closes down the B bomb site. Once again, Faze control that B site. The bomb is recollected, but they're contained. That was the cost of Nico's immense play under that pressure of that quick push. And now Skadoodle, he looks to try to reopen this bomb site, but it's going to be so difficult, Faze Clan. They know they have to push into their angles. And they're weak, they're damaged, they're hurt, they're in desperate need of more players, more health, more utility, but they have to work with what they have. And Skadoodle finds nothing. He gives away the sound cues, and the time is starting to really be a big problem for Cloud9. They can't find a single thing. Right now, Faze Clan are playing this perfectly. Guardian takes down Tarek. It's just Skadoodle left to try to at least get some kills here and try to make the economy a bit worse for Faze, but he can't do it. An incredible play from Nico. It cannot be understated.
That was the most ridiculous life-saving situation I have seen in recent memory, and he knows it. That was sheer luck that the absolute last person had the bomb. If that scenario doesn't appear, I think Cloud9 are champions, but there are 2 rounds left. They're still at match point. They only need 1 more round.
Faze Clan are in such an insane position. Cloud9 have forced so much respect in the way they're playing the game right now. And they're a very stylistic team. The aggression that they offer and the kinds of plays, explosiveness that they have, the way that they use the AWP, they're a very different beast altogether. And they've matured themselves into one of the best teams in the damn game. And Faze Clan, they need 2 in a row. This is so difficult. But at least they have all the gear to do it.
One of the best finals of the best game in the world. 2 rounds, a possible 2 rounds remain, at least in this overtime. And again, Faze Clan fighting for Banana. This time they get off better. Carrigan takes some damage, but manages to escape. Expectant of Cloud9, perhaps. Tarek taken down early, 4 versus 5. And again, going back to the first half of this entire map of Inferno, Cloud9 really struggled to get that man advantage early. They've changed their approach on Banana. This time it hasn't worked out for them.
This is something that Cloud9 did to Faze, but the flash through the smoke. That's what Stewie does best, and they'll push the issue there. Able to make sure that they can get the map control they need at the timing that they need it. They will not be denied this portion of the map, but now they need to decide, do we retake more positioning towards the Banana side of the map, or do we try to go with this? Faze are playing it passively. They're going to rely upon their setups in the bomb site. Rely on each other. Rely on Guardian, although he may be smoked off here. Cloud9, 30 seconds to make the play.
Automatic still in the Banana position. He needs to do something to pull rotation, unless they're going for a really late rotate. Cloud9, what is the play here? Oh, they're going to wrap, aren't they? They're going to wrap towards the B bomb site, but they're running so slowly. Oh, what is going on here? They're going back towards the A site, but still, Olofmeister is the man who can in the site. Oh, Guardian sprayed down, but they're not ready for Olofmeister. They have to take him out, and there's the frag. It's 2-1-2. They're on the wrong bomb site. Nico by the library position around the smoke, and he gets a frag. Down to Stewie 2K. Would you have it any other way? He needs to find the ace to win this major.
Stewie, a moment of calm. Calm before the storm. As Faze set up their approach. How does Stewie read it? It's a very hard position to deal with. Looking for the correct angles to play with.
If ever he needed a result, it's now. There's one. Stewie, can he do it? Can he do it? No! Stopped by Carrigan. Faze stay in this. Absolutely incredible stuff there from Faze. That round, they misread it and they had to dart back into the site. It was so chaotic.
The fairy tale is not true, not yet. That would have been the ace for Stewie. Carrigan only had 38 HP to begin with. He must have landed that one bullet, 27 in one. And Carrigan keeps them in the game. A release of pressure from Nico, and that's going to really get Faze back into this game. And now it's Cloud9's turn to struggle with the money. So close, so close.
See Stu really feeling it there in the replay. But he's been very good at recomposing himself so far in this finals. I think it's fair to say that everybody on both sides of things has been very good at recomposing themselves. We've had so many swings of momentum, so many spots where both teams have been under the hammer, but they've managed to find a way back. One more round for Faze to tie it up. One more round.
1.3 million people tuned in right now to wonder which team is going to take this major. Are we going to overtime number 2, or are Cloud9 going to take it here and now? This is their last match point for the time being. Stewie was so close, but he has to forget that. It's all in the past. The time to write history is in this round.
They actually try to go with a faster approach towards Banana this time. Go with a forward flash. Stewie, ever brave. Stewie making his way forward as the entry fragger. One player floating back here towards B for Faze. Carrigan is the man. Cloud9 looking to perhaps explode into the B bomb site. Perhaps an explosive finish to this major for them as they start to make their way in. Carrigan can't get one, but Nico can. And it's a hard effort for Cloud9. They're being ground up here in the machine that is Faze on the B site, but there's still 2 left.
They've got to get that bomb. They have no idea if the bomb is exposed. Okay, it's being collected by Tarek. 2 versus 4. All the Faze clan are here, and there won't be a crazy complexity, very games rotation. It will be planted on the B bomb site. Automatic takes Carrigan down. There is a boost. Automatic spots it. He's got 2 HP. So desperate. Tarek does not know where to look. They've got no more grenades, but there are flashes on the CT side. 2 players moving through construction. Automatic in the pool. Rain taken out. 2 on 2 now, and it's Tarek. He's got higher health, but it's not perfect. Down he goes. It's Guardian. He's the only man standing between Cloud9 and the major. It's going to be a double peak. There's the first one. We're going to overtime number 2. Cloud9 don't do it. They're still in this major, Faze clan.
Can you believe it?
I can't even find the words to describe this. Actually, this is just so incredible from both teams. We're going into it again. What an emotional roller coaster for both sides.
They had the double peak. I do wonder if Automatic, I don't know how fast he popped up there, because once Guardian is exposed to the guy in CT, it's guaranteed 2 versus 1. He has to peak immediately. But here we are, overtime number 2. Cloud9 had 3 match points. And now it's 18-18. We look to the first team to make it to 22 rounds. I think both these teams might be carried off in stretchers after this is finished. This has gone on for so long.
Absolutely. I can't imagine a more draining situation for both teams. Just being on the edge, the cusp of victory, again and again for both sides, and being routinely denied. Going from elation to severe frustration and disappointment just on repeat. And we get a bit of a pause here as we go into that next overtime, but here we go. The countdown's begun for the first round of overtime 2. As these teams are both reset, Faze will definitely feel good with that clutch from Guardian. What a god saving them in that scenario, and they'll stay on the CT side.
Faze clan now with the double snipers. And again, this is an all-in play. If you lose this round and you get wiped out, you have immediate problems on round number 2. Automatic now with the forward play towards A. I don't know if Olofmeister's heard him. Oh, the barrel's been spotted. And there's another fast pick from Automatic. The trade frag is there. Rush is here to take Rain down. There's got to be a rotation. Tarek creeping through the smoke, but it's 2. Guardian, buy one, get one free. And that keeps Faze Clan in this round.
Guardian keeps just turning it around on his head. Unbelievable stuff there. But still, the positioning good, despite the player disadvantage for the Cloud9 players on this A bomb site. And Faze are taking their time to set this up. They need correct spacing. They have utility to use on these positions. There's a quick flash from Rush there to slow things down. Time is starting to run low here for Faze Clan. They have to move forward. Skadoodle repositioning after the first frag. It's both now from quad here for Faze. Can Cloud9 close it? Skadoodle gets 1. Skadoodle can't get the 3rd. It's Nico with 12 health.
Is there time though? Is there time? I'm not sure if there is. It's going to be a close one. And he's done it! Faze Clan take the lead in overtime number 2. He was the only man with a defuse kit, and he was the only man to survive. Anybody, if he gets taken down, the round is theirs. That is absolutely ridiculous, and they know it. He was the only man with a kit.
But this double, that's ridiculous. Both trying to play the edge of the smoke. Perhaps that was the mistake, but lucky for them, Skadoodle did just about enough. Faze Clan, they will get that round. The damage was done, and as you said, it is very impactful for the CTs when they go double orb. So now they're stuck to just 1 AWP. They'll fight over Banana. It was something that worked out really well for them in regulation. Very dominant there, forcing Cloud9 constantly to make plays to A, and they can cheat players towards the A position as well. But Faze are actually going fairly aggressive here on Banana, and perhaps they're looking for a fast flanking play.
This is business as usual. They've got a smoke down at the bottom of Banana once again. So this is more of a traditional round that we saw in normal time. Stewie2K, he knows that somebody should be around there somewhere. He is the lurker towards B, and he will look for them. We'll see if he can open things up. If he does, there may be a charge towards the B bomb site. Carrigan, the in-game leader of Faze Clan, being entrusted with half of the map at the moment. Faze were comfortable with 3 towards A in normal time, and with 4, situation's even better at the minute mark now, and Stewie's moving away from B.
Nico knew this before, but this time he's been discovered. Tarek will take him down, and it's a 5v4 for Cloud9 with 40 seconds to go. And Carrigan, he can't reposition. He has to frag! He has to frag, and he gets only 1. And now that's Cloud9 moving quickly towards B. They have the utility, but Olofmeister on the flank. Can he catch Rush here? Rush pops up. And Rush is knocked down. Whack-a-mole there for Olofmeister, but Guardian still in position. They managed to get there fast enough. The bomb has to be planted, and Cloud9 at a disadvantage.
Tarek, brave enough to just hold the bomb plant. He knows Guardian's in construction, trying to back off, trying to reposition. Sees him, tags him, but doesn't frag him. Holding the angle once again, but does he go high, does he go low? It is a dance, and now they concede multiple angles. Tarek going, takes Olofmeister down. Guardian on 11 HP. Rain peaks, and he gets the angle now. Superior angle. Is there a defuse for the CT side? They're not on it just yet. They're spamming the grenades. They're touching the bomb. And now goes Rain. And now the bomb is trying to defuse it again, but no! Guardian gets taken down. Absolutely unreal round from Cloud9. And the score is tied.
Tarek is a god. Automatic was essentially his cameraman in that position, waiting for the moment to actually trade, but Tarek didn't even need the assist. Oh my god, 19-19. They tie it up into this second overtime.
And now we see what happens with the double ops in the first round. Olofmeister on the Mag 7, Carrigan on the FAMAS. Nobody will go into the second half at match point, but a lead is significant in this scenario. Skadoodle with a very fast shot, but it's Faze who get the first frag, but the trade is there.
And that's Nico on 14 health as well. This is a really good spot for Cloud9. Not only being a man up, but no utility for Faze. If they set this up well, they'll be okay, but Faze, they can make forward plays. They know they have to create some action here. They've got to equalize things by taking out Cloud9 players. They're using the Mag 7 in the apartments. Rain as well can offer a bait, potentially. As Olofmeister goes for the peek. I think he's been spotted now, and the bait is for Rain, but he can't get the kill. Automatic dashes down the stairs. Olofmeister cannot punish, and Cloud9 look very good for this round.
A site is open for business, but Cloud9 will make sure they check absolutely everything. Whoever was in Boiler made one step when they were peeking around, so they had the information. Nico taken out, leaving Guardian alone. 1 versus 4, 50 HP, nothing to lose. He's got to go for this round. And they're going to hunt him anyway. So there it is. Cloud9 take a 1-round lead, moving into the second half again. First team to 22 rounds wins this major.
This is an absolute roller coaster for everybody involved. Cloud9 again finding strength, and it's now it's another turn for Faze to experience the frustration. I mean, Cloud9, they won't be going in with that 3-round lead that they had previously, as you mentioned, James, but it's definitely, as you say, an edge that they're working with, and they have a lot of confidence. Once again, definitely the team with some momentum going into this half, and we have the double AWP here for Cloud9 as well.
Round number, I don't even know what at this point. Cloud9 in the lead. Faze Clan with the AKs, Guardian on the AWP. They've got the tools. Both these teams so dangerous, looking equal to each other at the moment. So many rounds. Cloud9 ran this in overtime pretty much every round. They were comfortable with the 2 people towards the B bomb site. They weren't scared, they weren't afraid. They didn't over-rotate. They barely rotated at all. Even when Faze Clan pushed when there were only 2 people on B, Cloud9 managed to prevail. Can they do it again? Moving quickly towards the A site. Rain is blind, and Tarek will take him down. And there goes Tarragon as well. Early start for Cloud9, but can Faze recover?
Also trying to play the smoke here, but it's going to be difficult. He's lost 2 teammates in the effort. There needs to be flashes for him. They have no grenades left. Oh, that's a good snap. Can he find Rush, though? It's Guardian to get Rush, and all of a sudden it's equalized. Skadoodle back against the site. No support in the corner with the AWP. Do they realize this? I think he's been spotted now. He does have a smoke, though, to play with. He can delay them. If he can occupy their attention long enough, his teammates can make the play. Just by staying there, he's a threat! Oh, my goodness! Skadoodle does it with automatic! My God!
Do you know what that noise means, Dan? It means it's match point Cloud9 again. Do they have enough to take it over the line this time? Two more match points for Cloud9. They've been here before. They continue again with the setup that continues to be successful for them. The 5 players in the server, the chat moderator, analyst behind them. Can they win this major?
Default here from Faze once again, taking map control. Giving respect to Cloud9 and any shenanigans that they can afford themselves with having that extra round to work with. Tarragon making a fast play up mid now, trying to pressure in, but it's going to be countered by a quick incendiary there from Cloud9. Cloud9 are burning more than the ground here. They're burning the clock for Faze, but Faze finally get top banana and some position on the map to work with.
We reached the minute mark, and now you wonder if Faze Clan, do they have the nerve to play the clock correctly? They're playing a slow game, and look at the late smoke grenades from Cloud9. And Stewie still has a smoke grenade towards the B-bomb site once again, but he needs to deploy it soon. We're reaching the sub 40-second mark. And look at his position. I'm not sure what's going on in CT, but he needs to get that smoke out. 35 seconds. That smoke could win them the major if he gets it out, but he's holding the angle. He's got the smoke in his hand, and the smoke is down towards B-bomb site. The Rapper's been stopped. There are advantages for Cloud9 now. 5 versus 4, 3 taken down. Automatic on the high ground, dropping off. They need to hold construction. Are there flashes there? Will they push? They will re-aggress. Down goes one of Spicer. Guardian and the Rain remain. Automatic pushing through. It's Guardian versus 2.
Can he do it again? He's been in this position before to win Faze around a very important, very crucial one. Can he deny Cloud9? We saw it from this position before. He cannot miss a single shot. Guardian waits patiently as Cloud9 sets the push up. Oh! Oh, it's happened! They made it work! Cloud9 are your ELEAGUE Major champions!
That is the most insane way to win a major. It could hardly have been more difficult. They weren't the favorites, they were the underdogs. They were a heavy underdogs, but they did it for North America. Skadoodles won the major!